Hey guys, welcome back to J&J MMA. Real quick, guys, I'm going to cover the main card of UFC Fight Night, Covington versus Buckley. Honestly, guys, overall, this was a really fun card. It was a really good way to cap off the year. We'll get into the way that the last fight ended, but honestly, from start to finish, it was a good card. I'm going to give some shout-outs to some people on the prelims, and then we'll move on to the main card. Timestamp's going to be down below if you want to jump around to specific fights. First shout-out of the night goes to Sean Woodson. Guys, he was beating the shit out of Fernando Perdilla. I can't even talk, dude. He beat the fuck out of Fernando, dude. Like, genuinely, Fernando, he came out with the Luffy hat. He thought he was an anime character because he just kept taking shots to the fucking face until eventually, dude, Sean just laid him the fuck out. Like, honestly, like, homie just, he didn't move his head or anything. It's just like he was asking to get knocked out. And it was really sad to see, but good for Sean. Next shot of the night goes to Joel Alvarez. Guys, he fucking destroyed fucking Close, okay? Dakar Close. He ended up wrestling him to the ground for a little bit. You know, he was putting up a fight back. But Joel Alvarez, dude, he hit him, stunned him, then fucking hit him with a flying knee, dude. Grabbed him, like put his fucking arm around his neck and just hit him in the temple until homie was fucking knocked out. It was kind of nasty, but genuinely, there's a good fucking way to end the fight, man. It only took him 2.5 minutes. So shout out to Joel. Next shot of the night, guys, goes to Michael Johnson. He knocked Ottoman Azaitar the fuck out in 2 rounds, and it was just beautiful. He landed what I think was a solid right on Ottoman, dude. Homie just fucking fell to the ground, and he got 2 or 3 good receipts on before the ref came and stopped it. It was just, God, it was nasty, but it was beautiful to see. So shout out to Michael Johnson. He says he's going to try to make a run at the belt. I don't know if he'll get to the belt, but I hope they give him another top 15, top 10 guy and just see how it goes for him, man. I mean, his record is not good, but he does have some decent wins. So shout out to Michael Johnson. All right, guys, here's the first fight of the main card. It was Navajo Stirling versus Tuco Tukos. Here's the dealio, guys. People have been hyping up Navajo Stirling. Homie does look kind of like a white Israel Adesanya, and he trains out of that gym, so there's a very similar fight style all around. He was super hyped up. A lot of people thought he was just going to finish Tokkos, but I don't want to say he was exposed in this fight. This is his 6th MMA fight. He was a kickboxer. He just definitely needs to work on his game more. Wasn't the most impressive first fight in the UFC, but I definitely see him having potential. But they definitely need to slow burn this guy. They don't need to try to push him to the top immediately. Next fight, guys, was Adrian Yanez versus Daniel Marcos. Now, guys, I had a lot of fun with this fight. You know, I was kind of rooting for Adrian, but I forget that this man is just basically a straight fucking boxer. Like, he doesn't throw a lot of kicks, doesn't really do anything on the ground. Marcos landed more strikes in the fight, landed a couple takedowns. It was a very close fight. You know, I wouldn't have been mad if, they gave it to fucking Adrian, but, of course, Daniel got it. He's undefeated. Props to him. It was a good stand-up fight. Like, these guys were both giving it their all. They were both definitely trying. And yeah, it was just a fun 3-round performance. So good on both of them. Shout out to Daniel. This next fight, guys, it was Dustin Jacoby versus Vitor Petrino. Now, guys, I felt like Jacoby was throwing more, but he wasn't. I don't know. Like, Petrino's shots had more sting on him. I feel like if it was going to go all 3 rounds, Petrino was going to take this victory. And, they were saying on commentary, these guys need to pull something out. These guys need to, pull something out of their ass, do something. And, dude, Dustin Jacoby just landed the perfect fucking hit right on Petrino's chin. Just laid him the fuck out. And there's like 1.5 minutes left in the fight, man. And I feel like Dustin would have lost to the judges. So, he pulled that victory out of his fucking ass. It was beautiful to see. And so shout out to Dustin for that. All right, guys, this next fight, it was Manel Kape versus Bruno Silva. What more can I say, guys? Manel Kape styled on this motherfucker, literally. He was taunting him. He was sitting there shimmying, dancing and shit, yelling to Dana, talking about how I need a title shot. Fucking Bruno had no answers for him. Bruno did land some decent shots throughout the fight, but Manel Kape landed fucking twice the amount of significant strikes, whooped his ass, ended up fucking hitting him with the TKO in the 3rd round. And other than Bruno Silva just kicking Manel in the dick over and over, he really didn't do anything. So congrats to Manel. I hope he can get some more wins in the column. Hopefully he can get a title shot and he can keep the momentum going forward. Next fight, guys, it was Swanson versus Billy Quarantillo. Now, guys, this fight was a close, fun fucking fight. And I thought Cub Swanson took round 1. I was leaning Billy towards round 2. Round 3 starts, guys. We get about a minute into a half to it. These guys are swinging on each other. Both their faces are bloody. And Cub, man, just lands the perfect fucking right. Knocks Billy the fuck out. And he fucking got on top, got over him, just fucking screamed at him and shit, dude. And I mean, God, it was a beautiful comeback, dude. I was sitting there screaming for Cub. Like, I was really screaming at the top of my fucking lungs, dude. Because I genuinely was scared he was going to lose it. I felt like it was another comeback KO, kind of like similar to Dustin. Not saying he was losing, but it was a close goddamn fight. So, I mean, shout out to Cub. You know, he's an older guy. People count him out. You know, people forget, man. And shout out to him for winning, guys. All right, guys, we get to the main event of the evening. It was Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley. Now, guys, I did not think Colby was going to win this shit at all. Colby's striking is ass. His wrestling is excellent. But what has he done in his last 2 to 3 fights when he fights once a year? You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, I didn't see him beating Joaquin. Despite him coming out with Hulk Hogan and having Chael P. Sonnen in his corner, I did not see him winning. Now, I do feel like they stopped it early. The doctor ended up stopping it at the end of round 3 because she said that Colby's eyelid was going to fall off, which I think was a little too fucking dramatic. I don't think his goddamn eyelid was going to fall off. I mean, we've seen way worse cuts in MMA. In this last fucking year, we've seen way worse cuts in MMA. I think Dana said after the fact in an interview that, you know, if they were in Vegas, that fight would have kept going. And I do believe that. A lot of Colby fans are out there going, hey, man, Colby was just getting started. I think, you know, he could have taken round 4 and 5, dude. I don't think he would have. I think that, you know, Joaquin could have started getting tired, and maybe, you know, Colby has a good gas tank. You know, maybe he could have pulled out something, but he wasn't really doing anything when he did get Joaquin on the ground. You know, Joaquin was mostly just schooling his fucking ass on the feet, dude. I mean, hitting him with major power shots. Colby did throw out a little spin kick at one point, which was kind of cute. But, like, it didn't amount to shit, you know? And I will give it to Colby. Like, if it were up to him, he would have kept fighting. Like, he wouldn't have let the fight end. It's not like he quit. You know, there's some people online saying he was a quitter and, you know, he came in all frazzled and shit. I think he just came in being Colby Covington. Colby just has a weird style. Like, people, when they think wrestler and shit, they think, like, offensive, like DC, Kamaru, da-da-da. Colby's a lot more defensive in his fighting style. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but when you're fighting up against all these explosive, powerful dudes coming up at 170, I feel like you either need to adjust or move the fuck on. You know what I mean? And I don't think Colby's going to adjust, and I think it's ready for him to move the fuck on. But it was a beautiful way to end out this year, guys. I thought it was a fun card. Honestly, me talking about it doesn't do it justice. Y'all need to go fucking watch it if you haven't. Let me know what you guys thought of the fights below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Colby and Joaquin fight in particular, especially that finish. I know that doctor's been getting a lot of shit online, so I'm just curious to see what you guys think. But I will catch you guys on the next video, and we'll see you later.